to the hay meadow on this cold winter's evening. It is Monday, I don't know what the date is today, actually. Is it the 19th? I'm not really sure. I'll just tap my phone. No, it's the 21st of July, Monday the 21st of July. Where is the year going? We do that all the time, so we're not going to go there. We are unboxing some fabric, which is what you're probably here for, because that's what I do on this channel, is unbox fabric from, well, mainly two of my favourite fabric stores, but there are others thrown in every now and then, and there will be soon. And occasionally I do some sewing, like this Amara vest that I'm currently wearing. So this is the Tessuti Amara vest. Now there's two views of this vest. There's the raw edge, which is what I've done with this one, and there's also a bound edge version. So very simple. I think from start to finish, from cutting out the fabric to finishing, 2 to 2.5 hours max, and I am a slow sewer. So if you are a speedy sewer, you could get this whipped up very, very quickly. So I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to stand on the edge of my chair and hopefully not come a cropper while I do so. Oh, look at me go. So here we go. So as you can see, it is an oversized fit. Couple of little pockets there. That's the first time I've put my hands in them. Let's go. Plenty of room in those pockets. This is the unedged, the raw edge version. So the seams are they're actually overlapped, so they're not together and then turn it over. They're actually overlapped, so it gives a really nice finish. I really like it. And yeah, so I really, really like this. The fabric itself is a cuddle knit, soft, what's it called? Super soft sweat in milkshake. That's what this colour is called. Now, I actually bought this back in May of 2022, so it has been sitting in my stash for a little bit. It was a 1.5 metre remnant. Now, because it was only a short remnant, for all this time, I have thought, oh, I'm not going to have enough to make, you know, anything with sort of long sleeves or whatnot. But it's actually a wide fabric, and I have got a stack left. So I'm really happy about that. I'll be able to make something else with it, whether it's for me or for someone else, who knows. But I could probably even get another one of these out of it if I didn't cut them on the fold. So if I did them with the centre seam front and back, then I reckon I would probably get another one out. Now I think the next one that I make, and there are going to be more, I'm probably going to size down, because although it is an oversized fit, it is very, very roomy. And I'm probably going to crop it a little bit too. So it probably comes to my low hip. And it's fine. I've worn it today with a black skirt, which is off the rack, and black tights and some little ankle boots. And then the long sleeve top that I've got, this is the free pattern from Forget Me Not Patterns. This is the Vera top. So you have two necklines. I've done the V in this instance, but there's also a round neckline. There are 3 sleeve options. So there is a flared sleeve, a long cuff bishop sleeve, and then a short cuff bishop sleeve. So there's going to be more of these as well. What else do I need to tell you about this particular one? Obviously, I'll be putting up pictures while we're going along. Let's have a look. Yes, I've said all of that. And I've said all of that as well. Look at me go. So I'm going to make some more long sleeve tops to go under here. In Australia, we would call them skivvies, turtlenecks, like turtleneck long sleeve tops, typically worn by primary school children. Well, back in my day they were anyway. Everyone had their skivvies. I know in some countries skivvies are referencing underpants or underwear. So that's not what we're talking about here. This is Australia. We call footwear thongs and long sleeve turtlenecks skivvies. So we're all about the underwear. And what I did find, because I want to make a turtleneck, but I'm not keen. I like a bit of an open neck. However, given this weather, and I think things like this would look really good with a turtleneck underneath there. So I think I might do like a mock style, so not really tight, not a fold over. Tessuti actually have another free pattern. So this is not free. However, I've just spoken about the Vera top, which is a free pattern from Forget Me Not Patterns. But they actually have, Tessuti actually have a free long sleeve turtleneck called the Monroe. So I'm going to give that a shot. I've bought some fabric from Spotlight. I probably should have brought it out to show you, but I didn't, because you know how prepared I am at the best of times. Okay, now, as I've said, the Monroe top from Tessuti, and that takes us straight into our box. So this month's theme for the box was Hollywood glamour. And so we're talking, you know, the Marilyn Monroes, the Ava Gardners, that real glamorous Hollywood, obviously, Hollywood glamour. You know, that real, probably 40s, 50s, 60s, you know, the real starlets, not like modern Hollywood stars. Anyway, let's not go there. So let's have a look at this box. Now, there were two colorways. I don't know what they were, because Kristen was super cryptic with her descriptions, and I got the After Dark. That's the colorway that I got. Whether that's Marilyn or Ava, no idea. No idea. So let's get it up the right way. Ooh, I tell you what, it's quite weighty, just so you know. But then again, I did get the 3 metre. So I think by default now, I'm going to get the 3 metre boxes from Kristen. That was just Freya coming through the dog door, because that particular dog door is sized for Sia. And Freya is a lot bigger than Sia these days. Now, before I go and ruin that sticker, have a look at that. Kissy lips. Hopefully you can see that. No, I'm not talking to you, Frey. One day I'll get some video of Freya coming through the dog door. We have 2 dog doors out here. I've got 2 lots of sliding doors. And so we have the door piece that goes in, and you just slide the door up against it. So we have a summer version, which is just with fly screen on there, and then the doggy door down the bottom so the breeze can come through. Then we have a winter one, which is all glass, and then down the bottom is the doggy door. The winter one is a little bit smaller than the summer one. So for a few weeks, Freya didn't even bother trying, because she would sort of get there. But then one day she went, you know what, I'm just going to bowl my way in. And she did. And yeah, I expect that she'll take it off with her at some stage. But anyway, okay, let's have a look here. Okay. Ooh, very good. Okay, so let's have a look first. I'll just do that so you don't see the QR code, because that's for me and the other subscribers, or not subscribers, the other box recipients. So there we go. There's another look at that kissy lips. After Dark. Woohoo! Okay, so I can tell you that our fabric is a jacquard knit, and it's a cotton poly spandex jacquard knit. Very excited. And we have 20% off the Stylark Rowie. Now, I don't know what the Rowie is. I'm going to go out on a limb and think that it's probably a dress. I can't even picture the Rowie off the top of my head, but I assume that by now I've got photos or pictures showing you what the Rowie is. So I love a new pattern, so that'll be interesting to go and have a look at. Okay, straight in, no hesitation, rustle, rustle, rustle. Wow. This is fabulous. Okay, so very excited about this. So we've got Femme Fatale. And there we have our card, July 2025. And you can see down the bottom there, the label that we've got. I haven't even looked at it. So it's, oh, it says Me Made and a wonderful animal print, which is my favourite type of animal print. I really like a zebra, or I like a leopard, but it's a particular type of leopard. But anyway, so there we go. There's our, oh. We'll start with the edibles. I'm super excited. We have a double dipped cherry ripe. I love a cherry ripe. Chris does not like coconut, so I am going to have this all to myself. Yum. My mouth is literally watering. Yum, 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 yum. And to go with that cherry ripe, we have a Jarrah hot chocolate. Very happy with both of those. Now, you may not hear because, one, I'm talking, and two, rustle, 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 but it's actually raining. So you might be able to hear the rain on the rooftop. You may not. Anyway, okay, next up, we have Sassy and Savvy. This is Feel Good Floral Spray. Feel good about who you are. So I'm assuming this is like a little purse perfume, or just a little spritzer to freshen up. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, I better show you the actual box. So there's the box. So Sassy and Savvy is the brand name. And here is our little spray, floral spray. That's there. Now let's have a look. Oh, made in Australia. Wonderful. Oh, so the instructions are spray 15 to 20 centimetres away from face, body, linen or in a room. So it's a general type of spray. Oh, that's quite nice. Oh, that's really nice. It's not overpowering floral. I know some florals are just really, really strong. I guess it could also be my schnoz. Let's not forget that. But that's actually quite nice. Okay, next up we have a Sew Line Air Erasable Fabric Pen. Fabulous. You can never have too many of these marking pens, and I quite like the Sew Line one. So very happy with that. Now we're getting to the exciting bit, and I did see in the viewfinder just before, you may have caught a glimpse of what's in here. You may not. But we have a Gutermann thread. So we have the black 000, of course it is. And this is the Maraflex. So perfect for jersey sewing, stretch knit sewing, which is what we've got in here. And let's have a look. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Now, you just heard me say that I like a leopard print, and I like a black and white type of leopard print. I do like the brown ones, but I'm a bit picky about them. Here's a mannequin I prepared earlier. So let's have a look. This is gorgeous. Now it's funny because I bought a jacquard knit towards the end of last winter to make, not sure if it was the go-to fit and flare perhaps for work. Still haven't made it. However, Look at this. I think this is a perfect fit and flare. Although I think, actually, if you didn't want to have the waist seam, then perhaps the Going Places fit and flare. Now that one has options for a more fitted style and with a little ruffle around the hem, which would be really cute. So it'd be a fitted dress with that little ruffle, or the fit and flare style, because it's one length all the way through, so you don't have the seams. There's probably a back seam, of course. However, I think that'd be fabulous. I wonder if that comes in a long sleeve. I'm not sure. I think that one might be a summer version, but you never know. With the pattern mashing that Pattern Emporium have, there could well be an option for a sleeved version as well, because I think something like a 3/4 sleeve would be really nice, even just below the elbow or just above the elbow. So nice, not necessarily puff or anything like that, just a nice fitted sleeve, either 3/4 or just above the elbow. I think would be really stylish, very chic, so they say. Something that I am very far away from. However, this is gorgeous, and I can actually see myself making this up and wearing this to something fancy. Maybe we'll have to do something fancy just so that I can wear it. And 3 meters is going to be plenty for a dress. I'm not sure how wide it is. I didn't look. There's nowhere that says how wide it is. But no doubt I will measure it before I label it up and put it in the stash. But it's got to be overlocked and... Does it need overlocking? No, that's not going to need overlocking. It will be washed before it goes in the stash, though. So there we go. Well, that feels like it was short, sharp and shiny. Whether it was short, sharp and shiny is another question. So, again, beautiful fabric. I can't wait to see the Marilyn Monroe box. So this was the Ava Gardner one. That's if they were... I'm pretty sure it was Ava or Marilyn. But yes, beautiful, absolutely stunning. So, very nice. Oh, actually, it'd make a great jacket as well. Like a evening jacket. That would be really nice. Lots of ideas floating around in this crazy little head of mine. So, what is up next? As I said, I'm going to do a couple of easy, quick type of makes. So there'll be another one of these, at least one, if not two, because I've got some short knit like this, and I'll make them cropped, as I said, and maybe size down. Maybe size down. I might get an old, I've got some calico, cut out the size down, see how that goes. So yes, but those fabrics, the black particularly, that'll need to be a bound one because it's not as stable as this particular one. And then apart from that, some skivvies. So, or some long sleeve. I don't know, what else do you call them? Like turtlenecks? What if they don't have a turtleneck? Is it just a long sleeve t-shirt? Not sure. Not sure. Aside from that, we had little man Lincoln's birthday last week. He turned 4 on Tuesday of last week, and he basically had a full week of birthday celebrations. We had the family dinner the Saturday prior to his birthday. Then we had his birthday on the Tuesday, on the 15th. So I worked half a day, and Chris and I went and picked him up, and we took him out for the afternoon, and well, we went and met him and his parents, because they have to tag along, I guess. We went and met them. They had been bowling for the morning, where of course Lincoln won. So we caught up with them, had lunch, and then we took Lincoln off with us, and we went to the bike shop and he picked out his first big boy bike with trainer wheels, and he's not going to need those for very long. So he was here on the weekend showing us how he's been practicing, because he's got a bike at home as well. He got that as well. So yes, very excited. And then the weekend just gone, he had his friend's party, which we didn't go to. And there was something like 22 children at that party. So I'm not going to say I'm glad I didn't go, because that wouldn't be true. We just thought, no, we'll give this one a miss. Let him, do his thing with his friends. So apparently he had a great time, and yes, he was very tired. We video called him later on in the afternoon, and he was very, very tired. So no surprises there. So yes, so he is now a kindy boy. Can you believe it? Absolutely astonishing. He's a kindy boy now. So big 4. And yes, I think this week is the start of kindy, although he wasn't very well this morning, so he did stay home today. Anyway, I've prattled on for quite long enough now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back. Welcome and hello to my new subscribers. I will see you in the next video, which will be very soon, because I know that the Beyond the Pink Door box has landed. It's in Melbourne at the moment, so I think it might be due tomorrow or perhaps Wednesday. So we'll see what goodies are awaiting in there. I know that it's already been received by some other vloggers, so there are videos. If you can't wait, I will wait, because I like the surprise. So that is all. And with that, I will say see you in the next video, because it's a bit chilly out here. I didn't put the heater on, so I'm going to quickly upload this onto the computer and then dash inside and put my pajamas on and probably sit by the fire for a while. Do the editing tomorrow. Anyway, till then, bye.